Come. The water. All right, sis, we're gonna jump into Mark. We're gonna go to Mark 7 and verse 7. I'm
Um,
gonna pretty much let me back on what's that of Colossians.
okay. Red letters.
Come.
Okay, we're in the book of Mark, chapter 7, and verse 7 reads, Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
Come, right? So what we learn about Yahweh Shai is even last. We learn about we say Christ, it's last, bunch of lies. First, what he looked like, straight up lie. And the Bible tell you what he looked like. So the images that we have, not even the truth. What he came to teach, what he came to do, that's not even true with what they teach modernly in the churches, you know. And I'm even gonna go far to show y'all, and I'm pretty sure y'all know this already. How Yahweh Shai kept the law, and I'm gonna go to the law, and we're gonna go to Yahweh Shai keeping that law. But keep reading, sis.
Verse 8, For laying aside the commandment of Yahweh, ye hold the tradition of men, as the washing of pots and cups, and many other such like things ye do.
Kind of like it's like we lower the Most High standard to some basic thing. Like I said, washing the pots and cups. We lower the Most High standard is up there, man. When it comes to keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, it ain't no simple everyday task that you do. No little things. Knocking spider webs out the corners of your wall. Nah, the ways of the commandments of the Most High are to be held at a high standard, man. You can't just push them to the side like how you just want to do it. I'm gonna just I'll get to it whenever I get to it.
Mm.
Don't work that way. Keep going. Stop at verse 9. Keep going.
Verse 9 reads, And he said unto them, Full well ye reject the commandment of Yahweh, that ye may keep your own tradition.
Kind of, and that's what this world becoming. January 1st, New Year's Day, a tradition of man, not a tradition of the Most High, right? Not a tradition. It has nothing to do with the Father. It don't even have to do with nothing being renewed, man. That's the funniest thing to it about when I think about it. There's nothing being renewed. You know, what's coming back on the earth renewed? Nothing. Dead and winning out. Especially after pagan Christmas, where people saying that's Yahweh Shai birthday, they say it's Christ's birthday, and it's not. Even as so much as when you go to the historians and scholars, they'll even tell you that that's not the truth. It was translated over to be that, but it's known as something called Saturnarian, completely a different idol, different type of vibe, everything to it, man. Nothing to do with the Messiah, nothing at all. There's another scheme to make money and to keep people dumbed down, right? Another tradition of man. That's all it is. Come,
Let Yahweh be the truth and every man a liar. Because
come.
verse 9 says, And he said unto them, Full well ye reject the commandment of God,
Mhm.
that ye may keep your own tradition. So they know that they're rocking out what they believe to be a truth. And Rob had put something in the chat about them
Hold on, I
serving
gotta see.
themselves, man.
Yeah,
That if they serving themselves, man, they're not serving the Most High. They serving themselves in a vain deceit, man. It's vain. A vain mindset gets no one nowhere with the Most High.
come.
We can't even be vain. The Most High, the stain of us being vain, thinking you someone high minded when they're not, or thinking they know this and this and that, and they're not thinking, oh, I got this and I got that, I got these riches and that. Well, that's vain thinking, vain glory. To celebrate a birthday, celebrate yourself on a birthday. That's vain thinking.
Mhm.
To
Come.
celebrate, say, I'm gonna have a big birthday party. Everybody gonna bring me gifts, and I'm gonna turn up and party. That's vain thinking. That's their own tradition. That they may keep their own tradition. They're not gonna come out from keeping their own tradition. That's truly not of the Most High. It's not a commandment of the Most High. It's their own tradition. I just wanted to state that.
Oh, can I
Come.
piggyback on this thing about
Land me
this
back.
Christmas?
Go
We
ahead,
not
son.
we
Oh,
not doing no
sorry.
pig. We
Oh,
not doing
sorry.
no
No, no,
pigs
no
here.
swine over here.
Oh, no swine, no swine. See,
Come,
see,
come.
my mind is somewhere. Yeah. So
You thinking
just,
about
just,
them
just
pork
think.
chops, huh? You think about that pork chop sandwich you had last night, huh?
Mhm. Just to think that people believe that a fat white man went down your chimney and all in one night over the four corners of the earth and gave gifts.
Oh
Now,
man.
only only the Most High can be everywhere at one time. Not Santa Claus. I just want to
Okay.
say that they just so out
I
of.
ain't thinking. I ain't
Yeah,
thinking.
that all it all tie back to the same vein thinking, man. That philosophy, man. That,
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
garbage, man. Right. Jump over to Matthew 15, sis.
Um,
Um, thought I had it laid out here. Oh, let me grab it. Matthew 15
okay,
and verse 3.
okay. This is the book of Matthew, the 15th chapter, and verse 3 reads, "But he answered and said unto them, Why do ye also transgress the commandment of Yahweh by your tradition?" This is a
There we go
question.
again. There we go again. Why no, why do that? You know, I was trying to say that's stupidity. Why would you do that? And this is when he was speaking to the scribes and Pharisees because they knew better. You know, some of our people do know better and still go off. You know, some of these pastors that's our people, I've spoken to some of them. They pretty much know this truth, man. But because of they want to have that standard, they want to have that feeling that they somebody inside of the pulpit, a church. They want to have people come to them to congregate. They want to have donations and money given to them. They don't want to get that up. But it's like, why do that, man? That's not. You know what's going to happen to you after you pass. You really you trying to live it up now. That's definitely not wise, man. It's definitely not wise. Go keep going, sis.
Mhm. Verse 4 reads, "For God commanded, saying, Honor thy father and mother, and he that curseth father or mother, let him die the death."
Come, Salaki. And this it's a law in I think it's in Leviticus that says that if you curse your mother and father, hey, death is waiting on you. You know, even if you put a stumbling block in front of a blind man, you know, or you curse a deaf person, come on, man. All that's evil and wicked. And we mean that
Mhm.
those laws are done away with. And some people that go to these church, they don't even know that those are laws in the Bible. You can't do that. And that, come on, common sense
Mhm.
should tell you. But like I always say, sense ain't common nowadays. You know, people's minds is really gone. They'll think
Huh?
it's nothing wrong with doing it because they
Huh?
think it's funny to put something in front of somebody they can't see and have them fall and hurt themselves, or to say something to somebody that's deaf, can't defend themselves.
Mhm.
Crazy, man.
Not only that, but also when the Most High declared his covenant with Abraham, he declared unto Abraham that those that curse you, the Most High gonna curse them. Those that bless you, I'm gonna bless them. So it's not just for the blind, the hurt, the maimed, and those, but the little children, we as Israel, the little children of the Most High, if they speak against us, say anything negative against us, they cursing themselves. They don't even know it. They don't even know that that was something that the Most High declared and decreed with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That those that curse thee will be cursed. Those that bless thee will be blessed. That's why when we went into Canaan, the Most High, we had the blessing of the Most High, and those that came against us because they feared Israel, with the Most High using us to overthrow. The Most High overthrew Pharaoh, exiling us out of Egypt to be raised up in the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, the 40 years in the desert, going around Mount Sinai, preparing us. We went into Canaan. Those that was bucking up against us, killed them. The Most High handed them in our hands to destroy them, man, woman, and child. And these those people in the world don't understand the traditions of men going about it. That's bucking against the Most High. That's going against totally the Most High, disobedient, blasphemous. They this blasphemy, and they are abomination to the Most High. Just for them having that mindset, just for them thinking that way, it's in their conscience, it's in their heart to think that way, feel that way. Just state that.
Come. Yep. Keep going, sis. We're gonna take this down to verse. Take it down to verse 9. Just read it straight through.
Verse 5, "But ye say, Whosoever shall say to the father or his mother, it is a gift, by whatsoever thou mightest be profited by me. And honor not his father or mother, he shall be free. Thus have ye made the commandment of God of none effect by your tradition.
Slug
Ye
it real quick. That's just going off having your own opinion. You trying to turn it into something else. So instead of saying what it is with the Most High say, you saying, no, it's it ain't got nothing to do with this or that. You know, this is what it is, man. And I'm not going to go so far away from the point the scripture's making, but this is a problem where a lot of people try to translate their own way in the scripture. Some things you may have to look up words to see what the Bible is speaking about, but for the most part, there are many things in the Bible you don't even have to do that with. You ain't even got to go in your deepest thought process to pick up on it, man. But keep going, sis.
But also, too, King, also just real quick,
Okay.
there are people that have killed their own mother and fathers, man,
Yeah.
and they have no honor for them, and they have a twisted mind to that they parents could be elders, man, or they parents have wealth and want to off them, unalive them, just for that's a wicked spirit, man. And a lot of people don't understand like why people that way, but the most High had them, to be in that delusional mind state, man, where they have no truth, they have no honor in them, and it's a shame that majority the world is that way. They have no
Mhm.
honor for their mother and father, man. They cuss their mother and father out, or wish ill will on them, or do some form of harm to them, man. To bring, that's a wicked spirit, man. That's a wicked
mm,
mindset. That's a reprobate mind to be delusional, to believe a lie, to be dumbed down like that.
that's the devil.
And they don't think they're doing nothing
Yeah.
wrong. That's pretty much what verse
Satan.
5 was going to. Like, I ain't doing nothing wrong, you know. But
Satan. Let me
They
say,
old anyway. They're gonna die anyway, so they
yeah,
help get them about it, man. It's
yeah,
well,
crazy.
that's evil.
and it's very evil because Satan had your ass do that, and because you thought you was gonna get their money, you stupid. You just so stupid and ignorant. Now you ain't getting nothing because you're gonna be locked up.
But it's so
Oh,
it's a true evil because you'll have great men and women, like you could use Jezebel for example. She was having her own children and grandchildren killed to stay in that stature, stay in that power. And you got a lot of people in the world, they want to stay in that power, stay in that ordinance, that they unalive their own flesh and blood, man. That is a wicked going throughout the world, off your brother, off your sister, unalive your brother, sister, unalive, let alone your parents that brought you into this world. But then you unaliving, for anyone, what I'm saying, for unrighteousness sake, to have selfish, wicked gain, a filthy lucre in this world, man. They,
con.
No cut cards whatsoever. None.
no, no.
Straight brutal. Keep going, sis. Go
Oh,
to
verse
verse
7.
9.
Oh, you
Yeah, we
want
could
me
go.
to?
No, we just start
Oh,
go from
because
7. We gonna stop at
okay.
verse 9 on here.
Verse 7 reads, Ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying, This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
Con again, the commandments of men, going away from the Most High. And when it's Yahweh Shai saying of himself, he's speaking of the Father because, again, Yahweh Shai he was a walking, living, breathing Bible. He was the Word in the flesh, and he came to teach the Word, the law, statutes, and commandments to get his people back on track, not the whole entire planet Earth and everybody, right? So when we go off into the traditions of men, following the commandments of men, more so into the laws, man come up with these laws, and make people subject to these laws. And when you start to get into it and you want to follow this and you want to follow that, you're not doing it because you're following the Most High. You're doing it because you're following man. And that's where we got to draw the line at. We can't go over that line. We got to stop and look at what the Father say. If it's not aligned with the word of the Most High saying, we got to stay away from it. Clearly, we can't even dip it, not even a little bit. We got to stay far, far away from it. In our minds mainly, because Yahweh Shai say, man, people they say they love me, they say they worship me, they follow me, they disciples of me, but no, they draw near to me with their mouth, but their hearts is far away from me. Their minds is they're not really thinking about me. It just sounds nice. You know, some people they might claim to be Israelites because this sounds nice, though that may truly be their lineage, their heritage, their culture. They just going with with the sound of things. They ain't really trying to uphold nothing and dress the part and walk in this word and do the works. They just want to be looked at as something. But I'm gonna jump
I got
into
a
the
question
go
before
ahead,
you
sis.
even.
Go ahead.
Concerning, when people do evil things, it said that, the Most High, he let Satan, do his thing.
Hmm.
So if somebody decided they want to like kill their parents, their children, or whatever, so we know that good and evil are at war. So couldn't a person, could they still choose good if it's written that, like what people say, we got free will? Did they have the free will at that point to not do it, or they was going to do it anyway? That's what I'm confused about.
If it's on their mind, it's on their heart. Like the
Mm-hmm.
scriptures say, man. So is a man thinketh in his mind, so is in his heart. Hey, they gonna go with what they're gonna do, man. They're gonna go with it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna
Okay.
convince them no other way. It's set in stone with them. And that's the thing. Even with a lot of our people, as you go back and we went through these stories like in Kings and Chronicles, and we see this where the Most High was to set us free from our captives,
Mm-hmm.
get us back on our own again. And out of everything the Most High done for us, we find out our headed asses right back in following idols, not
Mm-hmm.
keeping the commandments no more. And we have no reason to do that. That's the main thing. We don't have no
Yeah.
reason to do these things.
So
Like,
you
come on.
know that you know what you're doing. Like if you know the law
Yeah.
and you go against it, that's all you right there.
Let's say we in the land of Israel right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we just learning the law, statutes, commandments. It's not even we don't have the whole scriptures. We learning it from the learning and from the position that we in. If we turn away, we're gonna be in a position that makes it harder for us. Just
Mm-hmm.
using common sense. Why would you want to do that to yourself? Why would you want to put yourself in a position to where you're gonna make life harder for yourself? Now you got to work a job. Now you got to pay rent. You got to pay light bill, water bill.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Mm-hmm.
to go to a grocery store. You can't have your own cattle. If you do, you got to work your ass off to get it. You know,
Trying to find a shortcut, because
yeah,
every time we follow our oppressor, we don't get
we
nothing
don't
out of it.
prosper.
We don't
Yeah,
prosper.
we don't prosper.
Yeah.
Even our people, and not to go off topic, even our people that follow the ways of this world, they become riches, get riches and
Mm-hmm.
wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Them Negroes ain't happy, man,
Nope.
because they're bound to a covenant with the devil.
Mm-hmm.
And when you sign a contract with the devil, you get a covenant with the devil, your ass is grass.
Yeah, you got
Try
to
try to
keep
turn.
doing. You got to keep
Yeah,
working for them.
you
And
can't
then when you
stop.
don't, it's all gone. Yeah,
You cannot stop.
wasn't righteous.
Satan,
Yeah.
Satan ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
never let you go, man. You give
No.
your, like they say, you sell your soul. He ain't never letting you go. Oh, you
Mm-mm.
just offered yourself to me? Oh, what a kind Negro. What a kind you just,
Uh-huh.
you just gave yourself to me. Well, we gonna put you on a 3-year contract. 3 years turn into
Yeah.
10 years. 10 years turn into 20 years. The next thing you know, you in prison. You end up dead, and whatever you did, they get all your royalties, everything. Still making money
Mm-hmm.
off you when you in that dirt, man. It's not for us, man. This kingdom is not for us, man. It's a
And they
punishment.
lock,
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
and they lock them in so deep that not only do they suffer through their time in living, but it come through their seed, through the
Come,
generation of their seeds, man.
come,
They might not suffer physically or something going through on with themselves, but it might come through their child.
come.
You know what I'm saying? You look at a lot of entertainers, their children, man, be abomination to the Most High, man.
Oh
That
yeah.
person anyway is abomination to the Most High. But then you may have a son or daughter, and they want to go with same sex or something. They're an
Mm-hmm.
abomination, man. It's something. We already see the curse when we look at Deuteronomy. We see the curse for not keeping the commandments and the laws of the Most High. Then the Most High say, "This is going to happen when you don't do it. I'm gonna curse you throughout the generations. You're gonna be cursed." We did go through, slavery. We did come over on slave ships. We were thrown back into captivity. How do we break that stigma? How do we break that mentality, man? We got to get back right with the Most High. And that being saying I'm a scholar in this Bible, I'm a scholar in this word. Read that and like, dang, man, my people messed up and be man, they should be crying out, prostrated, crying out before the Most High, man. to have them go a different way, man.
God.
But like Nadal, you always say they love their oppressor. We love our oppressor, man. We want to be like them versus changing up to be the way the Most High wants us to be towards Him.
They rather hate God, you know, because He doing that and not understanding why. Not taking accountability of you wasn't listening, you didn't follow what I said, so this is your punishment. Instead, they rather blame Him and say he's a vicious God, he's evil and all of this, but you're not thinking about what you did.
And that's the Most High showing us. Without Him, nobody cares about Israel. Nobody loves us. And without Him, anything can happen to us. We have no hedge, no protection.
Mhm.
You're gonna be subjected to anything. That's why I gave the example. Like when we was off by ourselves, we had no issues, man. We created the problem for ourselves, and the Most High warned us time and time again. It's only so many times you're gonna mess up before it's like, you know what? I'm gonna really, really let them learn this time. They really gonna get it this time. So
They
we
go to
ain't get,
Satan for the blessing instead of the Most
yeah,
High and think that, oh, I'm blessed, I got this. Then I would like to thank the Most High. I would like to thank God because you got millions of dollars or you got this gold record and all of that.
yeah.
What you had to do to get that.
They ain't thanking the Father now. Don't think they ain't thinking the Most High. They thinking Satan. That's the
Mm-hmm.
God they thinking.
They don't think He give blessings too. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
thanking him at
But
all.
He curses you. He giving you curses. Yeah.
God.